The Richenbar mine is located inside Agua Fria National Monument, about a little over a mile east of I-17 and 1,000 feet up above the Agua Fria River. First I go over the mine ruins and then over the Agua Fria River. Here's a little background on Richenbar Mine. It's named after Richard N. Baker, and he abbreviated his name Rich and then BA and R from Baker to make the name. It was operated from 1890 until 1948 and produced more than 30,000 tons of ore, and out of that ore was obtained 4,616 troy ounces of gold, 1,425 troy ounces of silver, 7,352 pounds of copper, and 6,947 pounds of lead. Prior to this era of the mine, this land was inhabited by Native Americans, collectively referred to as the Perry Mesa tradition. The Perry Mesa is a series of basalt-capped mesas that align the Agua Fria River and covers approximately 75 square miles. To date, there are more than 400 archaeological sites in this region alone. But it was 1873 when General Cook defeated the Apache and Havasupai Indians on Turret Peak, thus clearing the area for the mining industry. Richenbar Mine was filed for discovery in 1882, and by 1896 commercialization of the area had advanced to include electricity, a stamp mill, telephones, and a daily stagecoach that connected with Palace Station. 3 open shafts exist today, with the Zykes shaft being the deepest at 500 feet. There have been 2 deaths recorded at the mine. One miner was killed by falling into a shaft. He was later buried in Prescott. The other, named Ed Barden, was killed on August 21st, 1897. As he was exiting the mine, he suffered a heart attack, causing him to fall back into the shaft just as the trinitotoluene TNT was detonated. According to the Prescott News, the body was interred on a hill above the mine. In 1933, the Sterling Mining Company obtained control and filed for reorganization through bankruptcy later that year. By 1940, they issued a report stating that the reorganization operation was not successful, and by 1985, it was determined the mine had no further potential. In the end, okay, that's the end. It only took about a half hour to walk from where we parked along I-17 to get to where Richenbar Mine was, and it was a pretty easy flat hike, but much of the land had been recently burned in a brush fire. I found the 3 shafts going straight down to where the workings were. They were all very steep and very deep, so I didn't want to get too close, but I did take a peek over the edge through a couple rocks. I don't have audio from much of the video that I took walking around because the wind was very strong and made a lot of noise, so I'm just adding the narration out. Bootski. All right. These look like big gun turret stations. But I wonder if they're tanks. For the chemicals, flotation. Oh, were they smelters? Light a fire. Huh. Seems like it's just a foundation for something, or something to hold a liquid. Like you dump stuff in there and it come out down there. I don't think there's anything down further down the hill. I don't know what those big round things are. These look like collapsed tanks, or a collapsed tank. This is the side and that might be the roof. I just think 100 years ago there would have been people all over the place, a lot of noise, money being made. I thought I may have come upon the garbage dump because there was some scrap metal and pieces of tin and wire spools, but I was hoping to find more of a garbage dump that would perhaps have old glass, but I didn't see any other trash other than these pieces of metal. I don't know where the garbage dump was. Vertical. There's Dan. I think this might have been where the mine chief lived. There were some office buildings up here. Here are some of the photographs that I found online back from when the mine was being worked, and as you can see, it was a pretty big mining camp. See, there's not much left of the ruins now compared to the number of buildings that used to be here, and some of the structures I wasn't really sure what they were. At first I thought there were some chimneys, but then later after looking at the photos I realized they're probably just the foundations to the front of some of the buildings. Chimney coming out of the dirt. Here's a foundation, like the floor. Maybe it was an air shaft or something. Huh. I wonder if that was a chimney for the building or if that was an air vent to the mine below. What else is up here? I don't know, just to see if there's any more ruins or anything up here. I don't see anything yet. There's this old tank up here. The mine itself is located on top of a hill with a very steep drop-off going down 1,000 feet to the river below. And it's pretty amazing to think that they pumped the water all the way from the bottom of the canyon up to the mine. Looks like this would be a place with the best view. Leaching pond, I guess. You got something in your back? Yeah, what's that? There. Oh, shit, I got something on my foot. There. The rocks. There's one there too. He always thinks she knows which way I'm going. There's some ruin up there. Better tell Dan about. Are you over here? Oh. Where are you? There, she beat me to it. Okay, that's right where I was actually going to go. I was going to tell you I was going to head that way. There's another one of those chimneys from nowhere. As we started to make our way back towards the jeep, I tried to find the petroglyph ruins from the Indians that reportedly in this area. I did find some stacked rock walls, which are probably the foundations to their old camp. Mia tried to follow me through the rocks around the ruin area, but at one point she stopped and waited for me, so I had to go back. With a little encouragement, she made her way over the rocks, and where we could walk to rejoin Diane on the walk back to the car. Maybe someday I'll return with climbing ropes and try to explore the underground workings, but for now, those will have to remain a mystery. And this is a mine I've been wanting to see for a year now, and I'm glad I finally came walk around and check out the old site.